morning. Thank you for joining us here on After GMS on Facebook Live. Still dealing with a little bit of a technical issue, but hey, we made it on air, so we got to it.
Yes, indeed, and we're glad to have everybody along with us. Send us some comments this morning and let us know that you're watching.
Yeah, and we want to thank you for staying with us even though we were on a little bit later. We have a lot of fun conversations coming up for you, including about that fall weather we saw this weekend. And oh my goodness, that beautiful sunrise.
Yeah.
Ed, look at that.
It's really nice. I tell you, it's a little chilly this morning, but beautiful blue sky. Let's jump into it. I want to start out by taking a look at the observed low temperatures this morning, and we had a few communities to dip into the 30s. Some of our usually colder spots like Martinsville and Reedsville down into the upper 30s. Of course, Boone down to 36, and even Wilkesboro getting in on the chill this morning with a low of 37. 46 the low in Winston-Salem and in Burlington, down to 45 at PTI. Asheboro checked in this morning with a low of 43. Now, as we take a live look over downtown Greensboro, nothing more than a few high, thin cirrus clouds. We'll see some of those streak across the sky from time to time today, but overall a beautiful Monday and a great way to start the work week. And it is going to be a great week ahead. Temperatures into the lower 70s today, but hey, we've been talking all morning on the Good Morning Show about a big warm up. It's going to happen this week. About 75 tomorrow by Wednesday and Thursday. We're looking at temperatures well into the upper 70s. And even on Friday, we expect readings around 75. It's going to be dry at least through Friday, the way it looks now, and only a small shower chance with low 70s over the weekend. Enjoy this week. Looking fantastic.
Oh yeah, and this weekend was beautiful too. I hope that you all enjoyed the weather. It was sunny and cool and just really perfect for a fall weekend. I took advantage picking up some pumpkins in High Point and then put my carving skills to the test. Now mine was just like the regular jack-o'-lantern. The other two were a lot more creative than me, but they look fantastic. And there were a lot of pictures actually from the Blue Ridge Parkway popping up on social media as well this weekend. So what did you do to enjoy the fall weather? Let us know by commenting on our live stream right now. Ed, did you take advantage of the nice fall weather?
Oh, yes, I did. As a matter of fact, Stacy, late last week, we knew that, of course, that the weekend was going to be a little chilly, but it was going to be sunny and dry. So we encouraged our viewers to maybe road trip up to the Blue Ridge Parkway and take a look at the fall foliage. And I think a lot of people took advantage of the nice weather to do that. For me, I got up, had a nice breakfast on Saturday morning and went and voted, and then took Rio for a long, long walk. And then yesterday, I did some pedaling on the bike, so it was a great weekend.
Oh, you know it's good weather when Ed gets on the bike.
Yes.
A lot of people also enjoyed the perfect weather. Nadine said perfect weather to watch my son's lacrosse tournament. I bet that was fun. She probably needed to bundle up if it was earlier in the morning, but you know, closer to the afternoon, it's probably perfect. Heather said it was too cold for me in the morning and at night, LOL. I get that. It just warms up later on. Mary said she got to attend her drive-in church service. Pretty cool. And let's see, Jason said he spent the majority of Saturday cutting down a tree. It was great weather to get some yard work done. You're not like sweating super bad out in that kind of weather. And Bobby said, I loved it. And Nadine said she threw a surprise party in her barn. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, definitely so. And I think it's great that you can mix, you know, a little work or doing the chores on the weekend with some fun as well. That's what the weekend's all about. Just getting the chores taken care of that you can't do during the week because you're working, and then on the weekend you can also do the chores and do a lot of playtime too.
Oh yeah, and I have to say, I went out to Ingram's family farm. They have a strawberry farm too. I'd never been there. One, they were doing a great job of making sure, you know, that everyone was social distancing and everyone was staying safe and not sharing things. And it is absolutely stunning out there.
Oh yeah,
I could not believe how beautiful it was. And got a pumpkin, also saw the goats, and also got some homemade strawberry ice cream. So if you haven't been there, I highly recommend it.
That sounds like a great outing
Yeah.
that you had. Did you carve the pumpkin yet?
I did. I did.
And
I
is it
didn't.
scary?
No, I don't know if you saw the picture earlier, but mine was the goofiest one. Two of my friends did the same with me, but one did our executive producer actually did Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc.
Oh, how cool.
So impressive. And then our other producer,
There
Tasha,
you go. Look at that.
she did the ghost with the hands. So see, theirs were a lot more creative than mine, but impressive skills.
I think they all three look fantastic. Look pretty scary there. That one there on the right looks, it's got a smiley face. I think that's a happy, scary pumpkin.
Yeah, he's got one tooth though. Just one tooth.
Okay. A few dental problems,
Yeah,
right?
he needs to get them fixed. Well, you know, if you've carved some pumpkins, we'd love to see pictures of them. You can text them to us. You know that number. It's 336-379-5775. We could probably, at some point, you know, show them on the Good Morning Show. Oh, Carol just said my neighbor had a gender reveal party. Her daughter is having a girl. That's so exciting.
Congratulations.
Congrats to her,
Yeah.
Carol. Well, we can keep talking about this forever, I know, but we got to get to some top headlines. But go ahead and start weighing in on our next talker. It's about diet soda, and I know this guy has a lot to say about it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
go ahead and start commenting on the stream, and we're going to get to some of our top headlines today. 2 classrooms in a Rockingham County school are now closed due to COVID-19. The district posted to Facebook Sunday informing parents 2 kindergarten classrooms at Stoneville Elementary School will stay closed until October 30th. Anyone who was exposed to the virus has been notified. Again, the closure is just for 2 classrooms. The rest of the school will remain open. Guilford County school students will return to the classroom tomorrow. Pre-K through 2nd grade will switch back to in-person learning full-time. Other students will have to wait, though. Guilford County leaders adjusted the district's re-entry plan due to rising COVID-19 cases. Right now, it's Domestic Violence Awareness Month, the time to shine a spotlight on signs of abuse and how to get help. WFMY's Candace Redd has those details.
More than 10 million people in the U.S. suffer from some form of domestic violence each year. That's according to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Statistics also show 1 in 4 women and 1 in 9 men experience abuse at the hands of a romantic partner each year. Abuse can be physical, financial, sexual, emotional, verbal, or psychological. In Forsyth County, there were more than 1,000 complaints for domestic violence protective orders in 2019. More than 700 reports have been filed so far this year between the months of January and August. The Forsyth County Board of Commissioners recently approved a resolution recognizing October as Domestic Violence Awareness Month. The purpose is to challenge the public to work together to find ways to prevent domestic violence and help those possibly experiencing the heinous crime. Right now, you're looking at some common warning signs of domestic violence. That includes someone telling you that you never do anything right, showing extreme jealousy, preventing you from spending time with loved ones, insulting, demeaning, or shaming you, preventing you from making your own decisions, controlling finances, pressuring you to have sex or use drugs or alcohol. The bottom line is abusive partners typically try to gain power and control. Taking a look at your screen because I want to make sure you have these important details. If you or someone you know needs help, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE. Again, 1-800-799-7233. The call is free and confidential. For more details, all you have to do is visit our website, WFMYnews2.com.
This week, President Donald Trump and Democratic nominee Joe Biden are set to debate for the final time before Election Day. That debate is set to happen Thursday in Nashville. Last week's debate was canceled when the president refused to switch to a virtual format after his COVID-19 diagnosis. Meanwhile, week 2 of in-person early voting gets underway here in North Carolina. As of an update this morning, 905,000 people voted in person. 608,000 absentee ballots have been cast, and early voting is underway through Halloween. We do have a full list of locations and voting hours posted on WFMYnews2.com. Well, now it's time to get to another fun conversation, something we started off early this morning on the Good Morning Show. We want to know, what's your favorite diet soda drink? A lot of people already weighing in, and the reason we ask is because there will soon be one less choice on store shelves. Launched back in 1963, Tab took off as Coca-Cola's first diet drink. It was widely popular at first, but then came Diet Coke and other Coca-Cola products. Now it's barely selling, so Coca-Cola will stop making it by the end of the year. Ed, I had never heard of Tab until this morning, but you say that it was just, a big deal back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know how big of a deal it was, but it came out, it came on the market when I was about 4 years old, and I remember later on as a kid trying it. Now that was a long time ago, folks, and I still remember how gross it tasted. It was just horrible. And so I never tried it again, and quite frankly, I didn't even know that it was still on the market. Now I'm sure since 1963 when it came out, I'm sure they have refined the sweetener in Tab, but it started out, oh my gosh, I have memories of just how bad it was. Sorry, Coke, sorry, just being honest. I don't know how today's Tab tastes, but if you want to taste it, you better do it pretty quick, right? Because it's going away.
I mean, obviously a lot of people didn't really care for it because it's not going to be on store shelves anymore.
Yeah, but it was a big deal, back then, and it was geared towards women who were watching their weight and all that stuff as well. And of course, being the first diet drink on the market, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll try it. Again, I don't know how popular it was. In terms of what I like, I like my diet. My diet Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, by the way, in case you didn't know, was the very first soda in the United States. I call them sodas, drinks, whatever you want to call them. It was the very first one in the United States. It was started in Waco, Texas.
Just a wealth of knowledge, Ed Matthews.
I just Google a lot.
I do too. It helps a lot.
Yeah, you learn a lot by Googling.
Yeah. Well, I'm not the biggest soda drinker. I mean, occasionally I like to have a soda, but if I'm going to drink one, it's not going to be diet. Like, I'm going to go for the full-on Coke or a Sprite, or, those are probably my two biggest ones. I'm not a big Dr. Pepper fan. I know. Yeah. My whole family thinks I'm weird for not liking Dr. Pepper. Love Mountain Dew too, but.
Yeah, I was going to say Mountain Dew. If I'm gonna go on out with the sugar, it's got to be a Mountain Dew. And I like all soft drinks, and I know that my diabetic doctor is watching this morning. But really, I don't drink diet or regular pop really that much, these days with my diabetes, but every once in a while, whether it be a Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Coke, I like them all. Just didn't like Tab. Sorry.
Well, it's okay. A lot of people are giving us their favorite sodas or diet sodas, but Carol said, I just drink water with lemon. Don't drink pop much. It isn't good for you. That's how she calls it, pop. Heather says, we just got a soda stream from Prime Day. We haven't tried the diet flavors, but the cola flavor was good. I know a lot of people love those things. Nadine says, Diet Dr. Pepper, hands down. You and my mom would get along well. Jason says, Diet Coke. I go through a 12-pack in about 2 days.
Wow.
Jason, that's a lot of sugar. Let's see. Carol says, if I drink it, Diet Mountain Dew. Bobby likes Diet Dr. Pepper. That seems to be a popular one. Penny says Coke Zero. Joanne says cappuccino. I'm with you. I think if I want caffeine, I'm just going to go for coffee.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. This is one that no one's mentioned yet. Sharia said sun-kissed orange. That is good too. I forget about orange soda.
Yeah.
I love that too.
There are so many on the market now. I mean, it's kind of hard to keep up with all the different flavors they have. You certainly have an expanded and wide choice of different flavors of soda that you want to drink.
And I have to tell you, Bobby said he remembers trying Mom's Tab when he was a kid, couldn't stand it. And then Carol said it is still yucky. So there you go. There's your answer, Ed.
Even today, it's still yucky. Gross and yucky.
Oh, yeah. But you know what's not gross and yucky?
What's that?
The weather.
You got it. I tell you what, it's sweet. It's sweet and marvelous. It really is. We got the sunshine. Temperatures this morning chilling down into the low and mid 40s. On our way to the lower 70s today. But if you're a big fan of warmer weather, i.e., I am, we're going to warm it up for you. Mid 70s tomorrow, upper 70s by Wednesday and Thursday, and even still warm by Friday with temperatures into the mid 70s. We'll keep it dry, I think, right on through Friday. We got plenty of time to work on the weekend. Right now, we'll beef up the clouds a little bit on Saturday and Sunday, and maybe a shower. But check back with us tomorrow and the next few mornings, and of course, we'll continue to refine the weekend forecast. Maybe it'll be another dry one for the Piedmont.
I have to add really quick. Nadine says soda versus pop. There is a conversation right there.
You got that right. Yeah, depending on where people live. I call it a drink, and I remember one time when I was much younger, I think I was probably a kid then. I was a kid for a long time. I was up in Washington, D.C., and I was on the mall, and I went to this little cart, and I ordered a drink. That's what some people call it in the South. It's like, I want a drink. I want to drink a Pepsi, I want to drink a Mountain Dew or whatever. And I remember the man running it was a little hot dog stand. He said, "Son, you're way too young to be drinking." And that's because I used the word drink. But a lot of people in the South just call it a drink.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, back home, all soda is considered Coke. You just say, I want a Coke. That doesn't mean necessarily you want the Coke.
Everything. Well, that's interesting.
You want a Sprite or whatever.
Yeah.
I stopped saying that once I left.
You call it by name, I guess.
Yeah.
But I've heard soda, I've heard pop. Very interesting.
Another
depending on where you're
conversation
from.
for another day, I guess.
We'll do that one later, but it's a cool topic.
It is. It's fun to hear what everyone calls it. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us on After GMS. We love to have these fun conversations, get to talk with you one-on-one. We do this every day at 7:45 right here on Facebook Live. And we hope that you have a great rest of your day. You can see us back on TV at noon. Bye.